Hey guys, hoping all is well with everyone. So in this video, we are looking at our question of the day today, and this is going to be a third grade math level story and word problem. So what we're going to do here is when it comes to story and word problems, the goal is to kind of take a 5-step approach, and it allows you to be able to break apart each sentence, because in a lot of these word problems, you're given a lot of mathematical information very quickly, but sometimes students have a little bit of trouble translating from the verbal statement to a mathematical application or equivalent. So what we're going to do here is read the question sentence by sentence and take the mathematical info from it as we get it. So it says, in Spot's toy basket, he has 4 balls. So right there, I'm given a numerical amount of some object, so that's going to be pretty prevalent. So I'm going to say that balls equals 4. Okay, and just to make it a little bit more visual based, I'm gonna put some stuff here in the basket. I won't lie, that basket actually turned out better than I thought it would. Okay, so we have 4 balls in the basket. Okay, so now let's go ahead and continue reading. There are 3 more stuffed animals than balls, and there is double the number of ropes than balls. So that gives me a lot of information. So I'm going to kind of dissect or break apart that sentence. There are 3 more stuffed animals than balls. So that gives me kind of a relationship between the number of stuffed animals and the number of balls in the basket. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to say that the number of stuffed animals is equal to balls plus 3 more, as the sentence says. So there's that. But what the really great thing about that is we know how many balls are in the basket. So we already know what our value of the balls is. So what we can do is take this one step further and replace the balls in the expression above with the value 4, which means that the number of stuffed animals in the basket is 4 plus 3, or 7 stuffed animals. Now I'm going to try to draw some stuffed animals here, but they're not going to be anything too crazy, so I'll just represent it as the brown circles, and then maybe I'll put little ears on them. There we go. I can't draw very well, so I apologize. So there's 7 stuffed animals in the basket. And one more. Perfect. Okay, and then going back to our second part of that sentence, it says there is double the number of ropes than balls. So the way that we can interpret that is that for every ball, there's 2 ropes. So whatever number of balls is in the basket, there's twice as many ropes, or 2 times the number of balls. So let's go ahead and represent that. So we have ropes, and the way that we can mathematically represent that is equal to balls times 2. But again, the beauty of that is that we know what the value of the balls in the basket is. So we can again make that direct substitution or replacement of the verbal wording of balls in our word problem with its numerical or number value, which is 4. and then that's just going to be times 2, which means that the number of ropes in the basket is equal to 8. So I'm going to go ahead and draw some ropes here. I'll use, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm gonna fix that last one. Okay, so now that we've looked at both of the, let's see here. There we go. Now that we have read the 2 sentences, it says, how many toys does Spot have in his basket? So this is asking us for the total. So what we can do here is just take the sum of the 3 different toys and we'll have our final answer. So we have total, and then from a picture or verbal statement, the total is going to be balls plus stuffed animals plus ropes but remember, because of all the work that we did in our previous step, we know what each of those values of those toys are. So the balls is going to be 4, the stuffed animals is going to be 7, and the ropes is going to be equal to 8. So when we add all of that together, 4 plus 7 is 11, and then 11 plus 8 is 19. And that's going to be 19 toys. So that will be our final answer. Now, to check your answer here, there's a couple things that you can do, but again, it's just in relation to the toys in relationship to the balls. Okay, so it says that there are 3 more stuffed animals than balls. So what that also could mean is that there are 3 less balls than stuffed animals. So you can kind of reword it if you wanted to in that case. But 3 more than 4 is 7, so that checks. And then there is double the number of ropes than balls. So if we had the number of ropes and we were looking for the number of balls, it would be 1/2 of the number of ropes. So since we have the balls to the number of ropes, it's going to be twice the amount of balls. So 8 is 4 times 2. So that checks. So then we can take all of our toys again and add them all together to give us 19 toys. So remember, the way that you can approach this is whatever is most comfortable for you. Some will like the visual approach where they are kind of, again, giving them a picture of what's happening step by step, but you can also do it from a almost verbal to mathematical translation, which is something that you will gain a lot of confidence in, and going forward in your more progression of mathematics. But I hope this helps you guys out, and thank you so much for watching, and as always, please take good care of yourselves and be safe, and I look forward to seeing you next time in our question of the day. Bye.